Hey guys, I'm here it's Fluffy Fro back with another video. I'm starting a new video, and it means I'm also scrapping another video because originally I bought this yarn to make a dress, and then all of a sudden I was like, actually I want a very specific shirt, which I did already start making, which it's kind of coming out how I want so far, but then I just realized that this neck hole is way too big for how I want it to look, which is crazy because I'm like, the whole point was the last raglan shirt I made was, I felt like it was too close, so I was trying to do one slightly bigger, but this is like way bigger, and I'm like, ugh. Not only that, but well, actually, if you can tell, there are 4 skeins of yarn attached to this. I'm about to restart it with a smaller chain. This is a chain of 112. I think that's way too big. I'm gonna pick another number, divide it by 4, and then we'll see how big that is. But I didn't get too far into it. I'm only on just started the 3rd row, so I'll undo it. It's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie, but like if you start off with a smaller, like I want it to look like a t-shirt, so this is just too big of a neck. So yeah, I'll be back with another update when hopefully if it's proper, like the progress is a lot more proper towards a t-shirt fit. I'm back with a little update. I am on my 4th row. Just put it over my neck to see the progress. Definitely fits a lot better. This time I decided to chain 80 instead of 112, so that fits a lot better. Loving how it's coming together. I feel like the light, there you go. So as you can see, the 1st row is all blue, so it creates that little border. And then you got white in the front and back panels, and then the blue are gonna be the sleeves. So I'm really excited for when this is done. I think when like I'm finished with breaking off the sleeves and all that, well actually when I'm finished the whole base, I will go back to the top and add blue to the one more row of blue, probably single crochets, to just make it like cinch just a little, just so it looks, right now it just doesn't look like a top, so we'll see how it fits at the very end. And then I have way more blue than I have white. I only have the 2 skeins of white, so making the white the body is questionable, but when you make the white the body, it just gives you more options on like putting designs on the front of it, so that's why I decided to do that. And yeah, so I'm hoping that each skein will be able to give me a decent amount, because remember, it's just 1 skein for the front panel and then 1 skein for the back panel until I've split off at the arms. And then once I split off from the arms, it'll just be the white. I'll continue with 1 skein all the way down, cut the other one, and then when I'm run out of 1 skein, and I'll reattach the other white skein and until that one's finished. And then, well, the only thing is, we'll see how long it gets, because I want to add a row of white at where the sleeves are going to end. So I would like to add just a trim. It could just be a row of single crochet, so it's not that much yarn. And also, if anything, I'll just use a different yarn. Like I'll use simply like acrylic. I have a white acrylic yarn, so I'll probably just do that. If it doesn't come out long enough, and then I'm gonna do a perimeter of blue at the bottom of the white. So that is what I'm planning to do for this. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go do a bunch of other things, and then next time you see me, it should hopefully look different as well, because I'm going somewhere today, and so I gotta go get ready for that. But yeah, I love the colors together. I'm actually surprised I didn't think about making this top before. The reason I stopped making the dress, and now I have a whole bunch of that blue yarn, and I'm like, I might still try and work on the dress, and then in the future just like buy more white and blue yarn to finish it. But yeah, I didn't have a good inspiration for the pattern I want to make. So I started the dress, and maybe in some time in the future I'll continue it. But for right now, the dress is scrapped. Yo, so I am back, and I actually, in the last clip, I was like, oh, I'm gonna look different when I come back. I forgot my camera at home, so I didn't bring it with me. We went to a concert like 3 hours away, so I did some crocheting on the drive, and as you can see, I have gotten a decent amount done, but considering how many days later it is, I haven't put in that much work into this. In fact, yesterday I gave up on it because I realized that it wasn't lined up properly. Like, there's less, this blue is significantly less than this blue, so they don't line up. And I've realized the reason for that is because whenever I was doing this side of the white, I would put the increases only in the white side. Not like every other corner is a mix. It's the color that, like, for example, this side would be one full white, and then I would put in a start a white and then finish it with a blue, and then start a blue and continue there. Similar over here, you know, you'd put in a blue, half blue, full white, so on and so forth. So I was gonna give up on it, but then I couldn't find like cheap versions of like regular t-shirts that have this design, and I was like, okay, I need to continue working on this so that I can have the shirt that I want. And I decided the best way to fix the problem is to hope that if I put in enough blue increases on this side before we get to where we have to actually cut off for the sleeves, it will even back out. That's what I'm hoping, because right now, if we align these two sides, which should be lined up, it's like you can see that it's just, or maybe you can't see, I don't know how to, yeah, so you can see that it's just a few stitches. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like in 5 more rows it should line back up, is what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm gonna keep working on this while I listen to PowerPoints so that I can take my final exam. School is very whack, so I decided to withdraw from my next summer course so that I could enjoy my summer, because this class didn't go well and I don't want to stress myself out for all of July and part of August, and then, you know, the fall semester starts in August. So I was like, yeah, I need a break. I know this will make my degree take longer, but I need a break, so I'm gonna take that break. So I'll be back. Hopefully next time I come back is when I've parted off from the sleeves. And also, the only reason I noticed that mistake is because I was like, oh, maybe I should have just made the sleeves white since I have more blue. And then I was like, wait a minute, why are the blues such different lengths? And then I realized my mistake, and I was like, damn, can't believe I made that mistake. So hopefully keeping it going will fix the problem, but if not, there's nothing I can really do, because I'm not going to Hobby. So my whole thing is I don't want to go to Hobby Lobby to buy more white yarn. So where the white yarn ends is where the white yarn ends. We're just gonna have to hope that it goes a long way. So far right now, there's still a decent amount in each skein. So I'm like, it should give me a decent length shirt, because then the bottom is gonna be with blue ribbing, so I'll just make the blue ribbing longer, you know? So I'll be back later with an update, hopefully that I'm finally done with the sleeves and can just continue with the body. So I'm working on it, and I decided to try it on, and I don't like how this is going. Like, it doesn't look like it is gonna fit properly, especially around here. So now I'm like, should I go through the effort of frogging it, because it's attached to 4 skeins of yarn, and that's why I decided to try and fix the problem of, you know, the corners not lining up rather than frogging it. And ugh, I'm just like, I don't know, it doesn't like fit properly, and because of how I'm carrying the yarn, it's not stretchy at all. So I'm like, I should just start over, you know? I really should just start over. I don't know what to do. I don't want to frog this. Like, I just detangled all the yarn. I feel like when I frog it, it'll get tangled. But I'm like, also if I frog it and start it over, I could probably get these lines to look better. Because look at this. That is a very crooked line. This would be the back. And this would be the front. Well, the front looks a lot better. There's a little, you know, not straightness there, but not as terrible as the back. So I'm like, oh, should I frog it? Like, I really... Yeah, I think I'm gonna frog it. Because it's like, it doesn't look neat and it doesn't fit properly. Just be done with it, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna frog it and then probably start over. I might go back up to the larger size and then hopefully it'll, yeah, we're gonna go back up to the larger size. This has been a learning experience for sure. Hello, I am back again with an update. I'm going to frog it again. I started and I did a chain of 104 and I did the top with a bigger hook. I don't love how the top row looks. It's just so much looser, but I was planning to fix that by doing single crochets at the top. But now my issue is the lines. Like this line, great, it's going in the direction that I want, but this line is not. Like, they're both going in the same direction, and it doesn't matter how you hold the top, all of them are the same way. So I was like, yeah, that's not the style that I want, so I'm going to frog again, and instead I am going to do panels and just seam them together, because I don't know what else to do at this point. Like, it's a little crazy, you know? A little crazy. So I must frog it and start with the white panels. Just gonna do halter, have it go down, do the two skeins the same way, and then attach them and keep it going. And this is also why I don't like cutting yarn when color changing, is because I make a lot of mistakes. So I want to be able to frog things, like, and not have a whole bunch of little cut pieces. So yeah, we're frogging, starting again. Hopefully it'll be better this time. Hello, it's been a while since I've worked on this video. I've also got headphones while I was in Maryland. And I've had this made for a long time, like probably over a year now, but I finally have something to put it on. But anyway, I'm here because I'm working on the top. I finally finished the two skeins of white that I started with. So the two panels, I'm thinking, this is what is, the next step is what's hard. I'm like, do I continue the white, because I bought 3 skeins? Do I continue the white, or do I start the sleeve and like attach it and then continue the white later? Because it's, I want to do the white in the round, but the sleeve would be from up here to like right here where their increases stop. So like, do I start that and then like, because that's a separate panel, it's like it's not attached to this, so I'm like, I could do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So that's the update. I finished the 2 original skeins of white. Thankfully I bought more, so I will have a full length shirt at the end of this, hopefully. I don't know if I'm gonna work on it today because it's getting late and I kind of just want to lay down and read, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna start it until this YouTube video finishes. About 10 minutes left in the video, so I might start it for the next 10 minutes and then go on about my life. Guys, congratulations to me because I'm working on the shirt and I decided I finished obviously creating the blue panel and I sewed it on to the top. So as you can see, this is kind of how it's gonna be, and I'm so hyped because I tried it on. Oh, I tried it on and it fits. It fits. And then when I put this over here, it's obviously gonna fit, and then it's gonna like be just do like one row of single crochets just to tie it in real nice, sharpen up that edge. But like, look at it, it actually fits, and I'm just like so excited because, you know, it was a long way getting here, but it finally is coming together nicely. So like, once I'm gonna probably do the other blue panel and finish this side, and then finish the bottom with the white skeins, and then I think I'm gonna add the little white, a row of single crochet on the sleeves, and it's just gonna look so cute. I'm just so hyped because it's like, wow, the vision, it's coming together. It's coming together. It sucks that I had to do it in panels, but like, it's coming together. I'm so excited. So I'll see you guys when another update. Hopefully it's when I'm done with this other panel. It didn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to do these panels, but man, it's also the same increases. I just did, what did I do? I can't remember. I think I did 20 stitches at the top for this, and then I did the same increases that I did for here, where it's like 2 on each. Do 2 stitches over here, 2 stitches over here, so you know, increase on both sides. And yeah, I was worried because I was like, I don't know, I didn't think of the sizing or anything. I was just doing the math and hoping that it would come out right. Basically what I did was the math for the raglan, which was I decided to, instead of 104, to do 100, and then these are what, 30 or 40 each? I can't remember. I think it's 30 or 40 chains across. So then I just divided that number, but obviously 2 of them, by to get how much I needed each of these to be, and it was 20. So this side needed to be 20, the other side needs to be 20. Then I do the increases and I attached it. I was also worried because of how small this area is right here, but I was like, the sleeve itself is big and it fit. So hyped. I just hope it doesn't look weird when I keep going, because there'll only be a seam right here. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, do I even want to do this in the round? Because if I do it in the round, there's going to be a seam, and obviously I'd want the seam to be on one of these sides. But if you've been watching a lot of the videos, anytime I do things in the round these days, they don't stay, the seam doesn't stay straight. So that's what I'm worried about, but I think I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I'm excited. So see you guys later with a very good update. Guys, I'm back with an update. As you can see, I'm wearing the top. I have sewed on, made the second sleeve, sewed it on. It is inside out, so you can see the seams right now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do 1 to 2 rows of single crochet at the top with the blue, and then right now it's not passing. My chest is very short still, very short, but yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm like so excited, but I'm like, I don't know if I should do the single crochets now or just wait till I'm done. But it's like I have 2 skeins of blue attached to it, so it's like maybe I should just do them, get rid of the yarn, and move on with attaching the white and continuing the bottom. So I think that's what I'll do. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm like, well, it's all coming together. And the reason I want 2 rows is because it kind of feels like it's almost going off the shoulder, which I'm like, I don't want it to be off the shoulder, but I also don't want it to choke me. So it's like, I don't know. I think 2 rows of single crochet will like tie it in real nicely. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish and I'll be back. I don't know when the next update will be, because it's like I don't want too many updates. It's just I'm gonna attach some white, finish the bottom, and then we're done, right? Oh, or actually there's still the little details, like adding white to this cuffs and adding the ribbing and all that. So I'll be back later though. Guys, so I am gonna wrap up this video. I originally was planning on ending it after I added something to this shirt, but I couldn't. Nothing I wanted to add actually looked good on it, in my opinion. I made like a starfish. I didn't like how it looked. I thought about doing a heart, didn't feel like it. Like, I'm just ready to move on to other projects. Well, I've already moved on to other projects. I actually wore this shirt today, so I was like, oh, let me just do the outro now that I've worn this shirt. So let me give you a look. Ooh, let me turn down the light just a bit and set this up. So as you can see, I've completed this shirt. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Shirt is completed. It is very cute, works great with my shorts. It my belly button's here, so it like goes right by my belly button. I really did want a little design on the front, but it just didn't work out like that. So I'm like, well, it is what it is. So I'm gonna move on to my next projects, especially now that my camera is out of battery. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys, and thanks for watching.